Shalom Yasharala. First of all, I want to give call hello. Abanaw Yahweh, Bahashem Amashiach Yahushai. And I want to go into this lesson on outer body experience, what people call astral traveling, or traveling through their dreams, right? Can we really do that? Does that really exist? So let me start off with John 3 and 6. And it reads, "That which is born of the flesh is flesh." So the flesh is just the flesh, period. And which is born of the spirit is spirit, right? For example, people think your spirit is underneath your flesh, which is true to an extent, but your flesh is of its flesh. Like if I get something stuck in my teeth, it's not in my spirit, even though it's on the inside of my body. So in that example, sin could be in your flesh, right? But the spirit is always going to be the spirit. Let me get that in Ecclesiastes. Right? 12 and 7. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. So whatever spirit the Most High gave you is a spirit you're always going to have. Right? Let me get Galatians 5 and 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit. Your flesh and your spirit is at war with each other. Right? So your spirit isn't in your flesh. There's a difference. And the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary the one to the other. So they cannot do the things that ye would. All right? This is where people get those devil on one shoulder and the angel on the other. All these ideologies come from the Bible. Right? The word. So the flesh is always going to be against the spirit. So let's read down to see how do we know if we're in the spirit or in the flesh. So verse 18, but if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. So if you're truly in the spirit, you wouldn't need the commandments. Right? 19, now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, which is big, right? That's part of the astral traveling, whatever you call it. Witchcraft, right? That's sorcery. Hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to be caught up in your flesh. Even anger, right? Hating someone of your own kind, of your own kin. 20 verse 21, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Right? So let's see, what is the fruit of the Spirit? The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, and faith. Right? So you can only have an outer body experience if you're in the Spirit. Right? So remove yourself from your flesh and you will have this outer body experience. Right? Being having brotherly kindness, right? Being selfless. This is what our people don't do. So we chase after the fleshly lusts. And you see the difference of being in the spirit and the flesh. Look at all of the things. Look at all of these things that you can be working in the flesh with. But being in the spirit is simple. Just have to be consistent. Love, joy, peace, long suffering. Right? So you're passing over your brother's transgressions. You're not killing them for every mistake that they make. Right? Let me get Sirach. And it reads, the vision of dreams is the resemblance of one thing to another, even as the likeness of a face to a face. So the resemblance is because you've been here already, right? Spirits don't die. They just return to the Most High, as we read in Ecclesiastes 12:7, right? So since we know that, this is the resemblance of one thing to another. This is the dreams you're having. So you're not supposed to be too into your dreams, be too attached to them. Let me move on to Romans. So Romans 7:14. For we know that the law is spiritual. So that's how you know if you're in the spirit. By doing the law. It reads on, but I am carnal, sold under sin. That means you're in the flesh. And we just read how you're in the flesh. So we have to remember these things and stay away from them. For I know that in me, verse 18, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. So that's plain as day. It's not simple to be in the spirit. I mean, it's not easy to be in the spirit. It is simple, but to cleanse yourself and get out of the flesh, it takes effort. It takes consistency, right? It takes focus because you can slip up rather quickly. Let me go to Romans 6, verse 20. For when ye were servants of sin, ye were free from righteousness. So we were servants of sin when we didn't have these laws, these commandments, right? The wife of our youth. When we forgot this, we were free from righteousness. But now that we have the law again, right? And we know how good the word is. We can read and find out how to keep on being righteous. But hopefully somebody got the message. Most likely do a part 2 because there's so much to go into this. But I want to give Kol Halal, Abanawi Yahweh, Bahashim Amashiach Yahweh Shai, and say Shalom.